here's a little story I like to tell.
Welcome to our Out of This Van. We have a few things to go through.
Yeah.
Ready?
So, this week's episode is going to be a little different.
As you can see, we're back in the van. As you can see, there's now a yellow wall behind us. And these pictures that have not changed. So, let's get started. So like Evan just said, this video is a little different. We want to give you guys a recap on what we have been up to since basically November, which is the last time that we did van life content, though the videos came out later. We went home for Christmas. Talk with my hands. We didn't hit the road again until mid-March. So what happened between all of those months, weeks, days?
You'd be surprised. Okay, so we went home for Christmas, everything went great, and then we were planning on taking off shortly after that in January, but we got a incredible opportunity to go to Colombia with Melanie's family, and we did not pass that up.
We got invited to Colombia first week of January-ish. So we decided to stay through then the 2 weeks after while we were in Colombia, and then we would hit the road end-ish of January. We said, okay, well with that extra time, we're gonna do some van upgrades. We're gonna clean up some stuff from our house and get rid of things that are of no use to us anymore.
Christmas decorations.
We're just packing light, only the essentials. You can't forget Christmas decorations. You can't forget your shears in case you run into some tree branches. Suitcase, in case you gotta travel outside of the van. You know, only a few suitcases. Especially after living on the road for a year, realizing that a lot of the stuff we own is useless. Wait, most important. You can't forget your river tube. I mean, priority. Okay, Evan's gonna tell his part of the story now. What happened next?
Yeah. Unfortunately, moving things around, you know, I wasn't prepared, I guess, to move a washing machine. So I threw out my back. That kind of messed some stuff up right before we were going to Colombia.
Get that thing off of me.
Has the pain turned into relaxation?
Can't move, so I can't force you to stop.
Has the pain turned into relaxation yet?
No, definitely not yet.
This is what he's laying on. Spiky spikes.
So,
The day after Evan threw out his back, he's laying on the bed like a total wimp, sometimes laying on the ground on top of a spiky mat that his dad gave him. The day after, I find out that my dad rushed himself to the ER and walked in there with a appendix that was about to rupture. So he had emergency appendix removal. Appendicitis.
Yeah.
1 week before we were
appendectomy.
Appendectomy. Yes, that's correct. He had an appendectomy. A week before we were all supposed to leave for Colombia. So that was a pretty hard stop on all plans.
Yeah. Make sure he's all right, and then continue on.
Yes. So my dad needed at least 3 weeks of recovery time before he could travel again. And Evan, we thought needed a couple days, turned into
I was good to go.
many days, turned into months at this point.
What? It's good. It's good.
And then the trip to Colombia got rebooked for mid-February. So that meant we had several weeks at this point to do all the van upgrades of my dreams.
With Melanie at the helm, she really decided this needs to be fixed, that needs to be fixed, that needs to be fixed.
So
you get upgraded. You get upgraded.
tell me, what did we just...
So we just got back to the neighborhood, and Melanie looks at me and she goes,
we forgot sandpaper. So we picked up the sandpaper, left it somewhere in the store, and the only reason we really went to Home Depot was to get the sandpaper.
Instead, what did we get?
Instead, we got a bunch of stuff, but no sandpaper. So we flipped the bus around. We're going around. We're going
Luckily,
back.
it's only 5 minutes away.
Yeah. Ish. What the heck? I went to take a dump and I come back to this.
A dump. Safety goggles. Cool. Oh no, my goggles fogged up. Okay, so the wood that we ended up choosing for our countertop was a little too soft. Should have gone with butcher block. So we're gonna resurface it and re-polyurethane it and hopefully give it a second life.
And of course, Nelly wants us to throw the ball. Okay. First round of sanding done.
Dust in my eyes. Ugh! Round 1 done-ish. No more dents. First and foremost, we put a heater in the van. Secondly, we put in a Wii Boost, which is a
Signal booster.
signal booster. Correct. Both of those things, game changers. We didn't put those in the van our first time around when we were building it, just because they're huge investments, and we wanted to get a feel for everything, make sure that they were actually worth investing in. They are. We love them, but you'll definitely survive with them.
Yeah.
We did.
We did.
But they're pretty incredible. Like having a heater, we're gonna go skiing all the time now.
All the time is strong.
It's too expensive to go skiing.
Yeah. Okay, so
Okay. So then we moved on to the cosmetic updates. This yellow wall, Evan picked out the color. It's called jackfruit. This before was polywall, which is actually what our shower is lined in, which is like a waterproof, super bendy plastic that when we first built the van seemed like a really easy solution for us to get this wall dealt with. But it was time to put in something prettier. So we replaced it
here it is.
with this wood and painted it yellow, and I think it gives the van a really nice like life to it.
It's warmer.
It is. I like it a lot. We got under cabinet LED lights that run behind the cabinets and over the kitchen sink area all the way back to the bed, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Look fabulous. What you doing?
Gluing our fancy new LED lights. We got real, what do they say?
Fancy?
No, what, bougie. We got real bougie with these. And then we actually had a little bit left over, so we put some along the back doors
Jerry
as well.
rigged it.
Yeah, well, no, it ended up being pretty professional. When we replaced this door, we actually did the same thing to the back doors, which were also done in polywall.
That didn't go quite as planned.
Melanie, reporting live from demo day. I've been telling Evan for a while that I want to change our back doors because we kind of did them last second when we first built out the van. And he's like, no, they're fine. Why are you suddenly making this decision? I had proof that on October 10th, I announced to the world I want to change the back doors. They're happening. So, this is the current state of demo. We're gonna put up wood from here to the top, and then I think we're gonna compromise and leave this bottom half as is.
This message is not approved by Evan.
And we just replaced it with like a plywood painted the top half that you see from inside the van, white, and the bottom half is the natural wood coated in polyurethane. And
probably wouldn't recommend changing a white polywall to a white plywood.
It's working out so far. I think
it just looks the same.
It does look the same. I was scared to do a color on those back doors because they're almost always closed, so I didn't want to get tired of the color. And then I think so I did the natural wood below after I had already painted the top ones. I think if I were to do it over again, I would do the top also in natural wood, but we were scared it would clash with the cabinets. Ultimately, this works. I like it.
Are we all caught up?
We're all caught up. So after we did all of our updates, how is Evan's back feeling?
Deal. Good. Good to go.
Evan's back was good to go. Our flights were rebooked. We finished everything the day before we flew out to Colombia.
Of course.
We flew out to Colombia for 2 weeks. All those videos are up on our channel right now. There are how many? 4? 5?
I think 4.
We went bungee jumping. We went paragliding. I almost puked. We climbed a mountain, like legit crawled up a mountain. We were with my family and it was a grand old time. Crazy. So yeah. So now, what did we do? We packed up the van with all of our previous belongings that we had in here, and then some. Today is move-in day, back into the van. We're really excited. It's been a few months, unplanned, but welcome time with the family. We went to Colombia, we're rested, we're upgraded, and we're ready to hit the road.
I am not rested. What happened?
Okay, so I bought this mat for the door.
Adorbs.
Super cute doormat from LL Bean. Was very excited about it. And I left it inside the house before putting it in the van, so it would be brand spanking new for our departure. Well, we just laid it down and it is about 4 inches too long, too wide.
If you know anything about Melanie, she decorates by choosing something, and if she doesn't like it, it's a return.
Nobody knows that about me. Only you. Only my closest and dearest.
So we're ready to take off. But first we have to return everything. And we took off. We didn't even get out of the neighborhood.
Oh, hi. Can you get down? Go to your bed.
What'd you forget?
My hiking boots, and there's only one sock in it, so hopefully the other sock is somewhere in the back. Stop number 2 of us leaving Atlanta. Container store to return some containers. Obvi. Stop number 2 of our departure is UPS for some Amazon returns.
Stop 3.
Stop 3. That should be the end of our return stops, but we still have to go to Eric's house, which is Evan's dad, and drop off all this.
Storage unit.
Our storage unit. Well, up and down the do.
Had to get the dog's food.
Where is the dog?
Alrighty. Finally got everything out of the back. And now we're hitting the road. We're going west. I don't know where.
Take exit 1B for I-55 North, I-69 North towards Salve, Memphis.
We have 20 hours and 43 minutes to go.
Listen, I know you got how you like things.
Feeling like a sketch.
It really felt like a sketch. Not singling out anyone in particular, of course. Everyone was. They did what this show tries to do. They're just humans.
So, we were gonna call it a night at 8 o'clock. We found a place 40-ish minutes away, but we're gonna keep going. So, at a gas station, cooking up some dinner so we don't get hangry, and then we'll continue. We still have about 19 hours of driving until we hit the west, wherever that is. Okay, we survived night 1 in the van. Back in the van, that is. Woo woo! And it was pretty nice. I slept nicely. It was warm. We had to turn the fan on. But the new bedding is all right.
Surprise! We got a vegan donut here.
Our MO.
First bite.
They drink that cup, the cup of wine, and now they are engaged. They are
Do you hear what we're listening to?
legally married, but they don't.
Jesus channel.
Jesus. Jesus, this donut's good.
Okay, are you gonna leave me some or what?
Oh, we only got one.
See how much is left? Okay, acceptable.
Okay. First taste of night riding in snow.
We've driven in snow plenty of times, and even in the night time, but this was like blizzarding snow with 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts in the dark through the part of New Mexico. If you've ever driven through New Mexico in the night, please tell me that you've noticed that the roads have no reflectors. 0 reflectors. I mean, I understand no street lights, light pollution, I get it. But put the little reflectors on the ground, please.
This is an aggressive talk.
I've said this the very first time that we ever drove cross country in the truck. Every time we hit New Mexico, it's always at night. And it's always so dark.
Oh my god. This took a turn. And now it's smoothie time. It is 7 a.m. and we're about to knock out the last leg of this journey.
Good morning. It was a wonderful night. I accidentally slept with my contacts in.
Leaving this place, the sun's about to break. You're riding shotgun. The feeling we chase. I'm wide awake. Take me away now. 'Cause I won't go down the same old path.
know if we told you, but we're going to Telluride. And that's where
To
you'll
test out our heater
Yeah.
and to ski.
Taking a quick stop in Durango.
We hit Colorado and I have 4 van life vans within eyesight already. I don't think we saw one in Georgia.
No, I don't think we did. But we got a few errands to run here, and then we're gonna head up to Telluride for some skiing, snowboarding, hopefully. See how it goes. See if the dog lets us.
It's been a few years.
It's been a really long time.
I've been running out of air, so let me catch my breath. Feeling I've got's making me crazy. If I'm having a good time, don't you blame me. Yeah, this feeling I've got's making me crazy, making me crazy. So I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive.
Oh my god. Alright, so that's gonna be next week's video and the start of van life 2.0. We never do this shit. Okay, we went home for Christmas and we didn't hit the road again. We did grocery shopping. Nelly farted. I don't smell it.
Maybe it was you.
Maybe it was you. Whoever smelled it, Delta.
It's me and my friends.